Good evening, you guys. I'm gonna wait and start giving you guys the opportunity to start coming in. Hey, Diane, the Black Barbie, ZK. I'm waiting for other people to start getting the notifications. So, what y'all know good tonight? Tyranny. Y'all, Tyranny got so fine, child. Tyranny lost that weight. Tyranny so fine. Teresa K. Who else up in here? HD Bully. And listen, before anybody starts, she calling other women fine. I mean, as a woman, I think that's what we should do. We should motivate women when they look good, they go lose weight. I've never been a jealous type child. I think we should motivate women more. Instead, you get women trying to and number two, I ain't never, I say that all the time to try and motivate women, but I'm strictly dickly, okay? But I always try and motivate other women. That's just how I am. Always have been. Okay. It's a reflection of how I feel about myself too. Cause when I down women, that's a reflection of how I feel about me. But I feel good about myself. Yes, indeed. Hey, Diane, me and you gonna have to get together because I'll be down your way on Saturday. I'll be down your way on Saturday. And I already put your because I've been intending to mail y'all stuff off. Y'all know I'm so bad about that. I already put yours in the car, girl. So I'm just gonna bring your stuff with me. Nurse T. Joy Loves God. Shout out to Joy Loves God. Um so what's going on, guys? I was trying to wait. I normally wait like 5 minutes. Yeah, I went out to get Remy some vitamins and y'all know that they were saying that you're supposed to leave the house warm so that the puppies don't get cold. Y'all, when I walked back into my house, the heat knocked the hell out of me at the door. I was like, I gotta turn some air on. And I'm sure Remy and them are miserable too. And that Riley lay right on down, went to sleep since that air. So I can't do that because I would rather be in a cold house and wrapped up, right? And you know how some people are, they be trying to keep the air off and all of that, child. I ain't never been that type blast the air shit. I mean, you gotta we only live one time and then when we die, we go on. So I might as well run the air and be comfortable. I don't be worried about no light bill. Um, and it be child. They get over. The black bar. Yeah, you know how you go to people's houses and they're like, "Don't turn the air on." I don't turn the air on. I can understand people doing that when they trying to run you away from their house. Some people do that. It gets so hot that you have to leave, right? It's a girl that worked at a department store in Marshalls. I remember I was there. I was like, "It's hot in here. I can't shop." She's like, "Girl, let me tell you what they do. When it get close time to close in the summertime, and people are still shopping because they can't put them out. What they do is start turning the air off, and people get sweaty and uncomfortable. They get their asses up out the store." But yeah, people do that, and then it takes too much. I mean, the light bill still gonna be the same because once you start trying to finally cool the house down, at some point, it's the air is gonna pull. it's gonna work just as hard. People are twisted in the head, so you may as well just run the air and be comfortable. Shit, you only live once. People be trying to splurge. I want to leave something for my kids. Well, you need to get you an insurance policy, child. A little paying for a little light bill. I mean, running your air, your bill ain't gonna be but about $20 more. You might as well go and blast that air and be comfortable, child, instead of uncomfortable, sitting all outside and stuff, letting the mosquitoes bite you, trying to keep from running the air. I likes to live good. I like being comfortable. I don't like being miserable. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about Christian Combs. Now has pending charges and BG facing jail time again. I really wanted to talk about the BG thing because it really have bothered me. I have been wanting to talk about it, but um I had not had the opportunity to get on like I wanted to, right? But anyways, you guys, P. Diddy Combs, his son is facing charges. Y'all know the one, Kim Porter's son, that the son he's got with Kim Porter, which is her second son, right? That's his biological son. He looks identical to Diddy, and now he's facing some charges. It seems like because P. Diddy had been extremely calm, and he does not seem too worried. Well, of course, he would not allow us to see him to seem worried. You know what I mean? But so what they start doing is they start going after your children too, right? So I want to let's see. This was just dropped a few hours ago. It says Christian Combs, Diddy's son, accused of S. I won't say the whole word. Assaulting and drugging woman in Lumen lawsuit. It says Christian Combs is reportedly being named in a Lumen lawsuit accusing the rap star of assaulting and drugging a woman. The lawsuit against Combs, the son of embattled rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs, has yet to be officially filed, but it is currently in the works, according to attorney Tyrone Blackburn. The identity of Combs' alleged victim has yet to be revealed, and details surrounding the reported lawsuit are sparse. While Combs has yet to address the allegations directly, he recently shared a post on social media that read, "Stop the blue cap emoji," although he didn't give context to what or whom he was referring to. He looked just like his daddy. It says the rapper who performs under the stage name King Combs has been romantically linked to multiple women during his time in the spotlight. Combs dated his ex-girlfriend Bria Hicks for several years and is currently dating model Raven Tracy, who recently got Christian's name tatted on her body. The claims against Combs have been described as serious and thrust him into the cortex of shocking claims surrounding his father, as Diddy has been hit with several lawsuits in recent months accusing him of sexual assault, trafficking, drug abuse, and more. Blackburn, that's the attorney who has previously represented clients in litigation against celebrities such as T.I. and Tiny, as well as Nicki Minaj and Kenneth, is also the attorney for Rodney Lil Rod Jones, the producer who filed a lawsuit against Sean Diddy earlier this year. Last month, Homeland Security, we know what Homeland Security did. So y'all, now they're going after P. Diddy's son, Christian. They call him King. Hell, I didn't even know he was a rapper. But evidently he's a rapper, and they're going after him. And, I don't know if he did any of those things. There have been rumors, allegedly, that he participated in a lot of those parties and stuff with his dad. Now I don't know if that's true. I don't know how old Christian is. He might be 20 or 21. Let me see how old. Let me see. Um, oh my God, he's 26. Hell, I didn't know he was that old. He's 26 years old, and the Albie Short son with Kim is 32. Okay, there I didn't know they were that old. So he's 26 years old. So I don't know what to think other than they're looking to destroy Diddy completely. We hear about Diddy put a lot of stuff in his kids' names. Like when his first son Justin was born, he put a lot of stuff in Justin's name, put a lot of stuff in his mother's name. Um and he put a lot of stuff in Christian's name. Now he's a up and coming star, and I guess they're wanting to. They probably got word that Diddy probably started transferring a whole lot of stuff in his children's names, and they're going after his kids now. Like I said, they're really trying to take him all the way down. He seems to be holding up in the media, although we haven't seen him a whole lot. But I guess one way to get him to break is to go after his children, right? So that attorney says that he there will be a lawsuit filed. That attorney is going for blood, but it's not easy. It's not cheap to go and file a petition for a lawsuit doesn't cost a lot, but to go up against somebody like P. Diddy, who seems to have unlimited money. Well, I won't say unlimited because we see now what that is not unlimited, but that would have more money than the Cassies and all of that. It's really a gamble for a attorney to go up against somebody that would be considered a mogul, right? Especially when you talk about folks that ain't got no money. So that's how you know that there is definitely a machine behind that attorney, because a lot of attorneys don't even like to spend their you notice like you have to, when you're trying to go up against, let's say like oftentimes like hospitals and stuff, like for like what I was telling y'all what was going on with my dad. Like you have to find what had gone on with my dad. You have to find attorneys that are strong enough to go up against big situations like that, right? Because they understand, like with companies like that, you're talking about the police department, the government, any places like that, the money can be unlimited. And what they try and do is keep you in court to drain you until your money run out and to force you to settle for a little bit of nothing. And so that's how you know that that attorney definitely has a machine behind him. That's why you heard P. Diddy's attorney say that they're going to file a sanction against him because he's filing lawsuits and he knows, according to them, that it's not factual. Like he's filing lawsuits under false pretenses. So I don't know. Hey, listen, if this don't work out with Christian, whoever it is that he pissed off, they're gonna keep going. They're going to keep going. I guess they feel like when he paid Cassie off, okay, that didn't break him. I thought that he had paid Lil Rod off, but according to some sources, they're saying that Little Rod there was not a settlement reached on that. We don't know. But whoever this young lady is, that's he's getting ready to file a lawsuit against Christian Combs, saying that he drugged her. But let me just say this, y'all. I don't know if that's true. He's 26 years old. But it seems to me like okay, so Tiny and T.I. had those charges brought against them. They was talking about the same thing. You had so many celebrities to have a lawsuit filed against them, and it always talks about drugging somebody. Okay, so it makes you think what's really going on. But hey, whatever is going on, it didn't just start happening as it relates to that. It's been happening for many, many years. And the people that do it, it is because when they got in the inner circle with the elites, hey, they hooked them on to that, right? They kind of hooked them on to that. They kind of showed them the ropes as it relates to that. They watched them do it. So hey, when they got in good, I guess they thought that it would be okay for them to do it, right? I'm not saying that that happened with Christian Combs, but I'm not saying that it didn't because I didn't know. What I'm saying is they going after Diddy, right? And so, like I said, you hear people say, and Gene Deal said it again, that it was a liquor distributor, right? Um, that is doing this to him. Hey, it could very well be a liquor distributor. I don't know. But it seemed like to me, if it is, the elites within Hollywood would have stepped in by now to try and help him. So that's why I say, I think it goes beyond that. It's a lot more than what we would ever know. Right. So hey, when people say that Diddy has not been arrested for any criminal conduct, his children either, just lawsuits. Right. Okay. I don't think I said that. Did I say he had been arrested? No, Diddy has not been arrested. But I think they're definitely trying to get him indicted. If I said they had been arrested, I guess I must have misspoke. Yeah, I was going to say I didn't think I did. But yeah, you guys, y'all make sure you guys hit the like button, okay? So, okay, I was going to say if I said he had been arrested, I misspoke. I said that he has charges pending. Hey, do I think that Diddy is going to go to jail? I don't know if he's going to go to jail. I just know that it's pretty obvious that somebody is pissed off, and whoever it is, they got money because they got money to make some things shake. They got enough money to make things shake, to get people to pay people to talk and tell, and probably tell a couple lies. Hey, do I believe that he did what they said he did? I believe he did 95% of it. Everybody sometimes people embellish, but I believe 95% of it as it relates to P. Diddy is true. I do. I definitely believe it. Yeah, I believe that Jay-Z is next. I'm gonna tell you something about the media. When you start seeing bigger platforms, I'm talking about these platforms that is being sponsored by um big businesses and stuff, because there are a lot of um podcasts that has sponsorships. When you start seeing them and they in the millions, they have a view, I mean not views in the millions, but subscribers like in the millions. You start seeing national platforms that's on TV and also on YouTube. They start talking, sideways, kind of sort of, about some of these celebrities. That's how you know they're next, because the elites always protect their product, right? All these years, just like with R. Kelly, all those years, all that stuff had been going on. They protected R. Kelly when he married Aaliyah, and Aaliyah was a child. But they made that go away because he was still useful to them. They were still making a lot of money off of him. But the moment R. Kelly decided, hey, he gonna learn how to read, because according to his wife, not me, I ain't trying to talk bad about him because I like R. Kelly's music. According to his wife, R. Kelly could not read. So the moment he go and learn how to read a little bit or get somebody to read to him. I don't know how she could be his wife and not saying and not, but hey, we never even knew he was married. But and he starts to question, because R. Kelly should really probably be the billionaire. He was a genius as it relates to making music. So he starts to question his attorneys and all of them about his money. Hey, they decide he got to go to jail. Now, they said that his attorney and all of them was involved in it. Now listen, I feel like R. Kelly was the girls talked about how he made them eat feces and all of that. I'm trying to understand. And I do know that sometimes people develop Stockholm syndrome and all of that, okay? They become very loyal to their predator. But if somebody is going to make you eat feces, you got a room where you got to go into a room and you're doing all of this freaky stuff, and that he wants you to eat feces, that's the time to leave, right? Was he holding them hostage? How come the underage girl's parents are not in jail? That's what I'm trying to understand, because see, um, the parents should be right next door to the cell that R. Kelly is, and I'm gonna tell you why. Those allegations have been out about R. Kelly for many, many years. Tiffany says R. Kelly's. That's what I'm talking about. Um. So why did those parents take their children there if they had heard about that this man was a pedo? Why would you even let your kids go to a studio and stay for days as if you didn't know what was going on? I believe they put their children on him. Okay, they blindly sold their children in hope of their kids getting, coming up off of R. Kelly. And I'm not saying it was right, because I definitely believe he got a sickness, because he said he did. And he said, "Don't pray at me, pray for me." He said that years ago. He had a sickness. So you already know that this man like little girls. Why you letting your kids go to the studio? I wouldn't care if it was 10 niggas up in there. My kids ain't going in no studio with no pedo. Okay. And then you go as far as to say, "I can't get my child out." I would have aired it out. I would have stood outside and aired the whole, but somebody was gonna come out. Okay. They dead or alive. Okay. So right. And I'm not excusing R. Kelly, right? Because he's got, I believe he said he had a sickness, but the parents should be in the cells next door, because they took their daughters there and turned a blind eye. They wouldn't have cared if R. Kelly had a relationship with him. I don't believe. You've been hearing this about this man all this time. Okay. And you let your daughters go up in there talking about they had a dream, and you ain't up in there with them. Oh no, yeah, they sold their children off. That's exactly what they did, right? That's exactly what they did. So as soon as R. Kelly starts saying, "Well, listen, I ain't got what I know I should have," and they say his catalog is worth 600 million, why do lawyers feel like they have a right? They said his lawyers started turning on him because he started questioning what his lawyers was doing. They ain't never hit a damn note, never did nothing but write up contracts, and evidently they weren't right. They weren't beneficial to him if he was near broke. And they think that they deserve to have his money and he not him. Okay, that's what that's the type of stuff that get me upset when I started talking about slavery and all of that, right? They feel like they should benefit and be rich off of R. Kelly's money and give him what they want him to have. First of all, yeah, R. Kelly should have went back to school and learned how to read a long time ago. His wife, with her nappy head ass, sat up there and gonna say, well, he wasn't a good reader. Bitch, you was married to him for what, 20 years? Nobody even knew you was married to him. You could have been in the background telling him to get a damn GED instructor and make them sign a non-disclosure and teach him how to read. Instead, what she did was she tried to play like that. She didn't even, she was battered and all of that. And He told her to stay in the background. She tried to lie until it just came out recently that she didn't even know what he was doing as it relates to them women until everything started coming out. They said she was in the damn threesomes too. How does your husband have a whole brothel in his house and you not know? What woman gonna do that? Because see, I mean, I know we are. I mean, even if you are scared of your husband, women are curious. They get to sneaking around looking at stuff when they scared of their husband. They start trying to put it back exactly how it was, but they gonna snoop. It's just in our nature to snoop. And then there's some like me that would have it never would have happened. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that now. It never would have happened because me and him both would have been in jail. Okay, or or worse. Okay, she played victim, right? She played victim when it hit the fan. Helped them turn on the man, helped them to convict him, and then after he was convicted, and she realized she wasn't get ready to get no more check or whatever it was he was paying her spousal support. Then she tried to switch back again. Okay, first of all, she was a damn failure as a wife to have a husband that couldn't read. Okay, and then get on a national show and say, well, first of all, he was not that he could not read. He was not that good of a reader. He really could not read. And you was with him all that time and he couldn't read. I would have been shamed as a wife. Okay, so she was just really along for the ride. Yeah, she was along for the ride. But I said that to say this is what they do to them, and that's why I say, hey, people got to be smarter. When they start introducing this stuff to you, if you know it's not right, why would you even want to indulge? That's the reason why you have to put a lot of the blame on the artist, right? You ain't got to be sadistic. You know damn well if you're an old, crusty, rusty man, you ain't got no business wanting to be with a young girl. You sick. So instead, the elites, because they're setting them up, they introduce them to all of this. Go ahead and live out your desires, and they fall for the okie doke. Hey, these black artists been getting set up since the beginning of time. They've been setting them up. So, do you think that it's not gonna happen to you when they get tired of you? Look at what's happening. And so that's the reasons why with a lot of this, I can't feel sorry for any of the black artists and stuff because they don't have to indulge in this stuff. They don't have to indulge in it. Um Heck, they did Sam Cooke like that. Yeah, they just flat out set Sam Cooke up and killed him. It's sad. Like I said, it's really sad. But as far as P. Diddy, y'all listen, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but I don't give a damn about what they doing to Diddy. Diddy was black when hold on, y'all. Diddy was black when he was mistreating all them artists and stealing their money and stuff. Hold on, y'all. Come on. Be still. Right. Be quiet. Oh, no, so cute. Hold on, y'all. Remy. Come on. Come on, Mama. Come on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Yeah, I know, and they sound like real babies, and y'all should hear them when they're sucking. When they're eating, they sound like real babies. You know how babies sound when they're make noises when they're eating, when they're sucking their milk. That's how they sound. I'm like, oh my god. She went out to use the restroom, and they started crying immediately. They do not like for her to go out, and she hurry up and use the restroom. She could hear him and ran right back in. Um, HD Bully says they either gonna unalive you or set you up and send you to the pen, all the while exhausting all of your resources and assets. Shaking my head. Right. They've set Diddy up where he's losing all of his where he's having to sell everything. Not unless, his lawyers they're just exchanging things in other people's names. They said he sold part of one of his companies to his friend. Ain't no telling how that's working out. It's probably still his. He's putting stuff in other people's names, and maybe that's the reason why they're going after his son, because they see that he's kind of doing some other things, right? I'm sure Cassie has told him everything, but that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to set him up where he would lose all of his contracts and things of that nature, sponsorships, so that they could start draining at his resources where he wouldn't have anything else coming in. That's a quick way to take you down, right? And for some reason, now they're messing with his son. And for some reason, I believe that they're gonna get Diddy some kind of way, right? I do believe that they're going to, because they're after him too hard. And it's hard for me to believe that the elites in Hollywood, they're talking about a distributing company, a liquor distributing company. It's hard for me to believe that the elites in Hollywood are not secretly in agreement, because they probably were saying, well, we tired of them anyways. They gave him the green light to go on and do it. That's what I think. Yeah, I get to when they cry, I won't stop crying. I be wondering what's going on. Hold on, y'all. Child, I guess I'll leave her alone. Cause when I be wanting to help her, she start hovering over him. And it be that same little one that's the miniature Yorkie that do all that crying. The smallest one. Ooh, I get sick of him. What's going on? Okay. When they start making noises, I get scared. When they be crying, because she don't let them cry too long. When they cry too long, I have to see what's going on. They shut up. So I guess they got a titty in their mouth. I don't know. But she won't let me come near them to help or nothing. I really be wanting to. I bought some goat milk and some bottles to try to help her out so that they won't be sucking her titty to death. And I was gonna try to give them a little bottle and stuff. She won't let me. She won't let me help her. So I just leave it alone. She bit me 3 times, y'all. 3 times. So hey, I learned my lesson. Um, Teresa said, just let her take care of her babies. What's up, Big True That? I you going to show them? Yeah, I'm gonna show them whenever she lets me get up close to her without when they get a little just a little bit, because like when I try to take the camera and I turn the light on, she starts to hover over them, like she'll lay on them, and that's how she ended up. The other one ended up, she sat on the other one, the girl, and I hate that so bad. I really did. I cried. I hated that, because I was trying to help her, and she went into protective mode. And even when I go near her now, she'll lay on them. Okay, so that sends me into a pandemonium. So the only time I get to she'll run in the backyard and use the restroom, and she's gotten to a point where I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix. I'm gonna have to go on out there and scrub tomorrow. She be wanting to, piss on the concrete. I can't have that. But it says, can you get something from the vet that can calm her down a little bit so you can help? I'll call the vet tomorrow and see if I can. He said Team Bloomer. So yeah, you guys, that's what they do as it relates to that happens a lot when with and it's going on in Hollywood. And so I said that to say this as it relates to Jay-Z. I believe that Jay-Z is next, okay? Because you didn't hear them saying, things about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z and Beyonce have been very private as it relates to their life. You don't even know who works for them. I don't know. They must got some real good NDAs, but of course, they said the mistake that Diddy made. Diddy thought he was in so good with the elites. Diddy never made anybody sign an NDA. He thought he could just bully them, and if they say anything, he was going to ruin their career. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce make them sign NDAs, okay? Because, like I said, you ain't never really heard nobody except for two people. One of the girls was her drummer, and hey, they said she had mental illnesses, and because she was talking about Beyonce took out her cat and all of that, and the security guard said that she was on drugs. So I don't know. It's more starting to come out, as it relates to Jay-Z. Hey, people are saying that Jay-Z allegedly, he goes the same way as Diddy. Now let me just say this, because I know Jay-Z got a lot of fans, child, and that's all good. I don't necessarily have no issues with Jay-Z, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Hey, I pays attention to men. Jay-Z looks like a big woman to me. Okay, I never forgot, when the rumor was out many, many years ago when he first started dating Beyonce. Allegedly, he was living with that guy Larry, that football player. His name was Larry. Y'all, what was that football player's name? And they said it was boyfriend and girlfriend. He looks like a big woman to me. His titties and stuff hanging, his shirts and stuff. I watched that, when men breasts and stuff start hanging, they the nipples and stuff be some, it's just okay. Let me stop, because I was getting ready to give my analysis of how when men are tampering with other men, it seems like their bodies start to transform and morph into that of a woman. And I can kind of tell, like, I guess it couldn't be nothing good that could come out of, when their mouth and stuff start perching out. They don't, they hold their mouth a different way. They come from sucking a lot of wing. They don't know how to hold their mouths right anymore. I guess when your body starts to morph into that of a woman, when folks come and stuff all over you. Hell, I mean, that's just how I feel. Okay, because it was never meant for a man's cum to be on another man's booty. Hey, I don't know. Anyway, y'all, we're gonna move on. Y'all know how I am when I get into stuff like that. But anyways, um Tracy Brown says it's been already said that he is next. And I believe that. I do believe that he is next. So when they start letting information, they start letting the main medias that got all of, these big medias are the ones that cater to, that they pay because they cater to their audience. Beyonce, they pay these big medias to promote them and promote them and looking like a choir girl, or they're like the, hey, the all-American Black family. This is what they pay for. So their record companies and things of that nature. So when you start seeing bad publicity get out and they let them and they don't try to clean it up, it's probably because they're being backdoored. That's an indication, in my opinion, that they're getting ready to do them the exact same way that they did P. Diddy. Remember with Steve Harvey? When Steve Harvey was in good in Hollywood, everybody was talking about how dirty Steve Harvey was. Nobody liked him. His wife, one of his wives talked about how dirty he was to her. He took the child. He did all of that, right? They made his wife. Now his wife is from Memphis. Everybody in Memphis, and I don't mean no harm, Lord forgive me for saying, and knew that his wife was a dope man's whore. Okay? She was a dope man's whore. Because he was good, he was so, I guess, good with the elites, they made her look like a dream woman. Even though she trained her daughter to be a whore. Lori. Right? And so, but when he fell out, when the elites, he did something. He went and he took a meeting with Trump or something like that. And child, hey, he fell out. That he had a fall from grace. His ex-wife started getting on platforms. It started circulating about what really happened in his divorce to his second wife. All the evil stuff that him and Marjorie did to that lady. And then he started losing his they tricked him into Hollywood. He left Chicago. They tricked him into Hollywood. He fired all of his staff, and then the show went off the air. Is it back on? Or is it back on? Because I hadn't seen it. So he had a fall from grace, right? When the elites, all of the stuff about him and his wife started coming out, when he pissed the elites off. Okay. That's true. Renter power, innocent till proven guilty. I agree. That's what it's supposed to be. Right? Innocent until proven guilty. That's how it's supposed to be, right? So, anyways, now we're starting to see the exact same things with Jay-Z and Beyonce. And I do believe that some stuff is probably gonna start coming out of them. Now, if they start talking about how Jay-Z and Beyonce is having problems in their marriage or has had problems, that's nothing. Everybody has problems in their marriage, and that's private. That's really not for us to know anyways. Now, if they start talking about that Beyonce and Jay-Z was P. Diddy and folks, now I would be surprised about that. I mean, that would be something, right? But it does seem like some things are getting ready to happen because they're talking about, you're hearing some of the medias that's got a lot of subscribers that are sponsored by big businesses, okay, starting to talk bad about Jay-Z. They talk about Jay-Z got other kids. Hey, I mean, if he got other kids, maybe God to touch his heart so he can, hopefully he, do right by his children. Right. But like I said, talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z fights and all that, most married couples do fight. So that's nothing. That's really, that wouldn't really be the public's business anyways. But if they're doing what P. Diddy is being accused of doing now, that's messed up. Them saying that Jay-Z bat for both teams, I wouldn't be surprised about that because he's looking like a big woman to me. I know a lot of Jay-Z fans ain't gonna like to hear what I got to say about that, but I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, as a woman, he looks like it look he's starting to morph into a big Madea to me. And I normally be crazy about men that have dreads and stuff all on their head. They be sexy when they, especially if they keep themselves cleaned up. He looking like they be handsome and manly. He looking like a woman. And his dreads don't look like regular. What he got in his head? Wickets or whatever they call it. What is it? Wickers? What they call what Jay-Z got on top of his head? I don't know. But anyways, you guys, make sure y'all hit the like button. Um, y'all hit the like button. Let me see how many likes we got up in here. Y'all, we only got 67 likes. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button for me. Run the likes up. Oh, and so people, y'all keep running the likes up, you guys. We only got 60 something likes. We got to kick the video into the algorithm, you guys, because they've been shadow banning me, child. And it seemed like the more I miss doing videos, the more, child, I guess they want you on here all day. I can't be on here all day because I got businesses and I got a life and stuff. But I be trying to get on here as much as I can. Y'all run the likes up for me. Please, I would appreciate that so much. Keep running them up. Run them up to it's 126 people in here. Run it up to 100. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, guys. Y'all like, share, and subscribe for me, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to do something. I think they hold on. Anyways, I wanted to get on into talking about BG. Also, hold on, I might have to go out and come back in, okay? I'll do it in a few minutes. Hold on, let me see something. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, okay? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go out and come back in. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. Anyways, you guys, I want to move on to talking about. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. I want to move on to talking about BG. Okay, BG is BG is facing going back to jail. Okay. And what happened was they're saying that BG violated. We'll get back to Diddy in a few minutes. They're saying that BG violated, okay? And the system down in New Orleans, although it's everywhere because the system is jacked up in Memphis also, but it seems that the difference is it seems like Memphis like to it's a little different. I mean, even though equally is bad, right? But it seems to me that New Orleans go after successful rappers. I mean, that's what it seems to me. That New Orleans directly goes after successful rappers, okay? And hold on one second, you guys. And so we know that BG is he just got out not too long ago after doing 12 years. I had issues. I had issues with BG going to jail for 12 years, right? I did for a gun charge. We know that they put people in jail for charges on and let them out for more serious charges, right? Like unaliving people and stuff like that. And so now he's facing going back to jail because he performed in, I believe it was Las Vegas, or he no, it was in Kentucky, I believe Bowling Green, Kentucky, with Boosie and with Gucci Mane. Now, a lot of people are saying that they believe that BG was set up. Me personally, because of the history of some things that have gone on down there in New Orleans, me personally, I kind of believe that they are they extorting. It's not like that they are above extorting. I can remember, y'all, when I was doing a story on McKinley Phelps, that's Matt. I was talking to his mother almost every single day, right? His mom and his dad even came to Memphis, okay, to be on my TV show. After that, we was talking to her every single day. I still talk to his auntie. We work all the time, okay? And I remember his mother distinctly telling me that when McKinley Phelps first went to jail, everybody knows the story of Mac, right? He was slated to be one of the top rappers in on No Limit, although No Limit had a roster of top guys, right? And it seems like to me that New Orleans those parishes around New Orleans was really just, in my opinion, and according to McKinley's mom, they wanted to extort Master P. That's what they wanted to do, right? Okay. Renter Power says, where did she go? Renter Power, you don't see me? He said, where did she go? Y'all don't see me on here? If y'all can hear me, say yes. Because Renter Power said, where did she go? If y'all can see me, say yes. Okay, so they can see me. Oh, okay. And so according to McKinley's mom, they went to jail. And I'm gonna tell you how crooked they are. He was performing on stage and he supposedly had popped somebody while he was on stage. Well, the security guard came forward, okay, and told exactly what happened. Okay. But they wanted McKinley because he was on Master P's label. What they so Max mom told me about, there was the DA, I believe she said a bonding company and somebody else, and they were working together. They was related, and they was wanting to extort Master P. I believe she said for $250,000. I'm not saying it verbatim because she and I was talking on, but they wanted to extort him. okay, as it relates to Mac. And I think that was after Master P. I think that's why Master P had wanted to try to get a lot of his artists away from around New Orleans, right? I guess it's a crime to be a black man and doing what Master P did, because I mean, I know a lot of people talk about Jay Prince, but if we're going to talk about somebody really putting the South on, I think we need to give Master P his credit, because he really did that. I mean, hey, Jay Prince was not in my era. I'm sure he did a lot of good things, because he did Luke Skywalker. I guess they came from him, but I remember Master P distinctively being one of the first, right? And I know he said that Jay Prince is his big dog and all that, but Master P was around the era that I can remember as far as putting the South on and making the South look good, okay? So we saw when Master P was on BET, he was showing his 24 karat gold ceilings in Baton Rouge and all of that. Well, I think they all wanted a piece of that money. And so you have BG who is working, right? He get out. BG is an artist. He's been an artist since I can remember. That's how we know him. He's an artist. So he gets out and he's rapping, because if a man don't work, he don't eat, right? And I'm sure the stipulations was to make sure that he abide by all of the rules, as well as maybe get a job. So you got federal parole officers telling him that according to what I read, that he needs to stop rapping. Who the fuck are they to tell somebody what kind of career they can have? There is nothing against the law. There is nothing on the books that say you can't rap. Rapping is a damn job if the man is traveling. Well, according to Boosie, Boosie says that BG has two parole officers, I guess, probation officers. One is, y'all run the lights up. One is in Las Vegas. I guess the federal probation officers are in New Orleans, right? And he had gotten the okay from the ones in Las Vegas, but the ones in New Orleans are the ones that put the warrant out for his arrest, got a judge who I kind of scratched the surface with that judge. It seems like she's had some issues. Obama appointed her and she had been having some issues. I'm going to read more into that, right? Because it seemed like to me, if he got the okay from some parole officers and his parole officers in Las Vegas, then what should have happened was they need to have taken that up with the people in Vegas, right? His officials in Vegas. But instead, they had been looking for anything. They say that I was reading that they said that he did not get permission to upload a video to YouTube. They're trying to force a man in a condition of either violating his parole where he has to do things to try and survive, or they're trying to push him into a corner wanting to violate him on any little thing where he is desperate. And I believe that they really want to extort him, right? So if he gets desperate enough and he does not want to go back to jail, maybe he say, well, what can I do not to go back to jail? I just don't trust that, right? People have always accused me of trying to take up for law enforcement. Well, I mean, I've always said I know that all law enforcement officers are not the same. I never said that there weren't any crooked ones. I'd be a damn fool to say that. Okay. So I think what they're really basically trying to do, they're wanting to extort him. They see that he's making money. Now, the man has not violated. He has not done any weed. Well, he hasn't failed any drug tests. He's been staying out of trouble, and it appears he's been staying out of a mess and just putting his music out. And what they're trying to do, in my opinion, they're trying to put him in a position so that they can extort him, because they know he getting money. Okay, that's exactly what he's trying to do. I mean, hell, they let folks cut their ankle monitors off and go and do anything else. I'm willing to bet just any old regular Joe Blow, they ain't watching them that closely because they don't give a damn. They wouldn't care if he violated. If he violated, they ain't gonna worry about it. But I believe they want to back BG up into a corner so that they can try and extort him. Okay, so he could be paying them. So he got to get permission for them to from them to be able to upload a video to be able to rap. Okay, so what's going to make them say yes if he run them some money up under the table? That's the reason why I said, I mean, I've been busy today. I've been all in court and all out trying to hurry up and get back home to these damn dogs. Okay, but I would like to know who his federal probation officers are. Have they had issues? Are there complaints that have been filed against them in the past? Hell, okay. Because who are they? There's nothing on the books. Okay. That says that he can't rap. Okay. There's nothing on the books that says that. Right? You guys keep running the likes up for me, okay? Keep running the likes up. Like, share, and subscribe for me. I like BG. I was very proud of what he was doing when he got out, you know, as far as doing his music. He was getting his certificates. He seemed to have been proud of his accomplishments. um hey, he had worked out. He had been working out, got his body and stuff cut. I mean, he making money, and I think they're trying to find a way to extort him, right? And like I said, that judge, I forget her name. Y'all know I was kind of scratching the surface on her this morning, and I was looking at some stuff on her, and it looks like she had been having some issues in the past because they go take her a warrant for her to sign and she just signed off on it like that. Are they all in cahoots? Is she hoping to try to get some, they get to extorting him? Maybe they could get some money up under the table. And I know folks are saying that just seems too far out, but I'm telling you, based on what I've told that has happened in the past with some of these same artists, I mean, are they doing the other federal parolees like that, right? Are they? Are they watching them like that? This man got to get permission to upload a video to YouTube, or else they're going to violate him. That's a bunch of shit. So what we need to do is we need to figure out who his probation officers are, and y'all ain't got to do it. I ain't saying cause no trouble, because we ain't trying to get the man to go back to jail, right? We don't want that. But it would be good to know their story. Do they have any disciplinary a lot of times stuff like that can be public. Do they have any disciplinary situations in their files where people have complained? Okay, if there have been people that have complained, what caliber of people were they over, right? Did they have money? Were these people kind of well off or something like that? Were these drug boys that really was getting money and they know they still got some money stashed? Hey, it won't hurt to, it makes you wonder. Because I think what they're doing to him is just too shallow. Right now, he was with Boosie, he was with Gucci Mane, and a lot of times they start trying to do stuff like that because they might be after Boosie, they might be after Gucci Mane. So now you're trying to push this man up against in a corner, hoping that they can get him to turn hey, y'all know how they do it. So, but BG went away and did 12 years. And he did them like a champ. I don't think they could, even if that's the route that they was going, I don't believe that they could get him to do that as it relates to telling them nothing. But if I had to guess, if I had to make a choice, I believe they wanted to try to extort him. So you need permission to upload your videos up on YouTube from your federal probation officers. What's gonna make them say yes? You running them some, can they be bribed? Hell, they should be the ones up on the investigation if you ask me. Yep. You guys, hit the like button. Let's see how many likes we got. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Like, share, and subscribe. Um, so like I said, we're gonna be sending prayers and stuff to out to BG, because one thing we can say, when BG got out, all we heard was his music, right? All we did hear was his music. We didn't hear anything about him being in any trouble or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I think he tried to stay out of. He seemed to have been quiet. He was trying to stay out of the way of that, because he already knew that he had assholes, as probation officers. So when, there was rumors that, he didn't want to do music with certain people. Like I said, I did a video on that a while back, when people were saying, when there was rumors out, some of the old artists that he used to that used to be in this group, because I remember his group, the Chopper City. People had a difference of opinion about that, but I was like, dog, the man just got out. He trying to rebuild for himself. Let him. He's been institutionalized. Let the man enjoy being out and try to figure out and get. A lot of things have changed in 12 years. He got to try to figure some things out for himself. He probably already knew, at which he didn't have to tell nobody. He had um probation officers that were a-holes. So he knew that he had to walk on a tight rope as it relates to anybody that he chose to deal with until he got off of paper, right? And people have to respect that, whether he said or not, because most people say, well, he never did tell us. Ain't no man got to tell you nothing. That man try to figure some stuff out. If he say, I ain't looking to do it right now, respect that. Respect his space. The man just got out of jail. He institutionalized. Let the man recuperate from being locked up in a cell for 12 years before you try to ride his, jump on his back. People get on my nerve with that. He's supposed to automatically just jump back in. Yeah, I felt like, because that was around my era, the Chopper City boys were hard. But he might revisit that. But right now, he's got other things on his plate that he has to prioritize. And that's not number one. Number one is him trying to walk on a tight rope, because he already knew what he was dealing with. And look at what has happened. They violate him for uploading the video and going to Bowling Green, Kentucky. So, hey, it's messed up, because I believe, like I said, I think they're trying to extort him. That's what I think. That's my opinion of it. Right, leave him alone. Anybody been in jail for 12 years, you when they get out, you shouldn't even have no expectations of them, because they got to get used to he got to learn how to work his damn iPhone again. More than likely. Y'all run the likes up for me. So, hey. But hey, that's the nature of the beast, right? And that is possibly the reason that he said he didn't want to do it, because he did not want to get anybody in his business about his probation officer and the BS. I absolutely agree. Right? I absolutely agree. That's why I'm really big on respecting people. Because one thing about me, I'm a true Leo for real. I feel like, okay, if somebody asks me something and I go, you know what? Nah. Cause see, when they start trying to rush me, I start feeling, I don't know. I don't know. I start feeling closed in. I need the answer right now. The answer, no. The answer gonna always be no. Cause I don't like to rush. I don't make decisions based on emotions and stuff, right? So when people get to talking about, you sure you don't want to do it? Come on. I used to talk to a guy. He was actually my boyfriend. I quit his ugly ass too. I used to, when I would say, no, I don't want to do that. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. And that just used to make me mad. When you tell somebody no, I'm real big on that. When a person tells me no, I step back. And that's what you're supposed to do. I ain't ready for that right now. No, I ain't gonna revisit that right now. If you step back and respect their decisions, they might revisit it again, because somebody asked me something and then they respect me. I might revisit it again. I get to thinking about it later on. I go, let me revisit that. And then I might call them back. But when you're trying to force me into something, that's trying to control me. And I don't let people control me. And no, I buck against control, period. Okay. Especially come on, do it. No, you trying to control me. We can't do it now and never now. So if he said I ain't ready to do it, the man was still trying to figure out some stuff. Respect the man. Respect them. If you're, hey, they're all men, and I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm just saying the public was kind of hard on him. Respect the person when they tell you I ain't ready, because you don't ever know why they said it. You don't know what's going on in somebody's life, and they don't owe you that to tell you. Because first thing people do, they start acting a damn fool. I'm not talking. I'm just talking about as it relates to anything. And then when stuff started coming out, well, he didn't tell me that, bitch. I ain't got to tell you nothing about my personal life. I just know I told you that I wasn't ready, and you couldn't respect me. I don't deal with people that don't respect me and my decisions. Okay, hey, it's better to respect people, even if you want them to say yes. Dog, I wish they would have said yes, but hey, they said no. Maybe they'll think about it later. If they don't, hey, my dad used to always say, hey, no, you know what? We'll just have to catch, you'll just have to catch me another time. Not this time. Catch me another time. So at least you're leaving the door open. But when you start acting a fool as if, you want to scandalize somebody's name and you don't ever know what a person is going through, you really close the door and lock it for good. Right? Y'all, we need 13 more people to hit the like button. You guys, please hit the like button. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Like, share, and subscribe. Hold on, y'all. Y'all keep hitting the like button. Let me see if we're up where we need to be. Hold on, guys. right, y'all rock. Y'all did that. Keep running the lights up for me. Okay. But y'all, it seems like something is going on as it relates to it's something. Well, it's been going on, but it's starting to come out now. And I do think that social media play a really big part of that, right? Of people being exploited. Folks was talking about when I played Luke. Yeah, what Luke was saying about P. Diddy. I promise you, it's always somebody that knows somebody. Somebody from Florida, where Luke is from, definitely commented and said Luke allegedly, what, hey, ain't no better than P. Diddy. It's just the only thing that saved Luke is he was doing it back in the day when there was not social media. So he was able to get away with it. Well, maybe that's how he knows, though. Hey, that's how he knows. Hopefully he learned his lesson. Um, but I do remember when they were doing like I don't know, he had something going on. But I think when Luke put out Me So Horny, when was that put out? Like in 1979 or something like that, like 1985 or something like that. I don't know. But I do remember that it was a really big song at some point. It couldn't have been in 79, hell. That was around the damn time I was born. So it must have been about like 85 or something like that. Um the black bar, and that is possibly the reason that he said that. Um it's 13 of y'all in the bushes. That's right. Y'all that's in the bushes, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button. Run the likes all the way up. So y'all, what do you all think? What do you all think is going on as it relates to do y'all think that P. Diddy's son Christian is casualties of war? It definitely has to be. People are trying to say that it is the liquor company, but I do believe, okay, I believe, okay, G. Finley said he's in the bushes. I believe that the elites are involved. Because one thing we do know is that they all, even with that liquor company here, all of them are kind of, they all run together. They could tell the liquor company to give Diddy a pass if the elites like the Clive Davises and all of them, if they wanted to. Okay. If they wanted to, he said Me So Horny came out in 1989. Okay. So they could have, they could tell him to give him a pass to stop, but they haven't done that. And it could be because let me just say this, because I've been intending to say and I have been forgetting. I feel like, Diddy, and I may have said this before, Diddy, hey, he can't really influence any of Diddy did everything they needed him to do. So now, the younger generation, which is who they really want to hold on, they've already helped to mess the younger generation up, but they really want to mess it up. They really want to mess it up really bad, even more. So they want a younger, fresher person, right? That's willing to do even more than what Diddy does. See, what Diddy does is, I think Diddy, it might be some things that he won't do. Like maybe they want him to come out and say, more so push an agenda as far as sexuality goes, right? And maybe he's short of doing that publicly, although everybody knows how he gets down, right? And so if they can prop up another person, if they can they probably got another person that they've already got in tow that's willing to do anything, right? That's willing to do anything. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Um, he says it came out in 19. I tried to hide in the bushes, but it's no more room. Had to pop out. She said she had to pop out. So it's going to be interesting to see what the elites have in store as it relates to Diddy. It is because they're already doing a number on him. And I think that is the reasons why Diddy has been so quiet, because he's been in Hollywood for 30 years. He has been a part of shutting people down, and he did it with pleasure. And so now his time has come around. So he wants to be quiet because he knows how vicious they can get, right? He's probably in the background now trying to plead. Because anytime they start going after your kids, that means that they are relentless at trying to take you down. They want to make sure his son does not have a career at this point. They want to make sure that his son does not have a career. China says, I be in the bushes too, child, but I be hitting that like button. Thank you, girl. G Money says, I don't feel sorry for Diddy. I don't feel sorry for Diddy either. I don't feel sorry for him either. When you've been dirty like Diddy, it's hard to feel sorry for somebody that has been as dirty as Diddy. Okay? Be quiet, Rouse. Y'all keep hitting the like button for me. Okay? Hold on, you guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on, y'all. Okay, guys, I'm back. I got that fixed. It says, thanks for getting Tamara over 100 likes. Thank you. I appreciate that so much, guys. Y'all absolutely rock up in here. As always, make sure you guys continuously hit the like button. Help to kick me into the algorithm because I've been getting shadow banned. Like I said, I guess they want you to be on here all day. I can't do it. And the sad thing about it is I got to figure out something because I'm definitely going to be working a lot starting now, really. But it's been starting May all the way through the summer. I'll be in court most of my life, it seems like. Um, G Money 69 says, salute, Queen. Salutes. Detroit Go Getter says, we got you. Yeah, what I would have to start doing, I'm gonna have to start doing is like making sure that I do videos and stuff at night. And my subscribers are really good about keeping me updated on stuff. I'll be taking my laptop and stuff with me, as I always do though. You know, I don't like recording stuff on my phones for some reason. I just don't. Um, Therefore I can be doing some stuff on the go. Um, Anyways, y'all, hey, they had posted something about Clive Davis. Let me look at that. Let me see. Because one thing, you know what? One thing that they haven't been doing, they're saying that Diddy's child's mother is mad because the federal agents were using military style force. Now this is his first baby's mother. She was always a pretty girl, but what she did was she started going and getting that stuff in her face. Now they say that she was 14 or 15 when Diddy had got with her. But see, I'm getting ready to see. I'm getting ready to see how old Misa is. Okay. Cause see, people tell lies too. Let's see, she couldn't have been, cause see, she 51 and Diddy is 52. Yeah, how old did they say? How old is Diddy? 52. So if she was 14, he was 15. So they were both underage. They was both kids, right? But they was trying to say Misa was like 14 when Diddy was an adult and all of that, but not unless Diddy and his they say she's 51. Let me see how old Diddy is. I think they said Diddy 52. Diddy is 54. So he's only 3 years older than her. So she had been 14. He was 17. I didn't. But anyways, it says Misa. I wish Misa wouldn't start getting that stuff in her face. Hell. Sean Combs' ex Misa Hilton shared surveillance footage of Homeland Security agents raiding Combs' home and arresting their son, Justin Combs. Okay. See, before Misa started getting all that stuff in her face, she was so beautiful. Misa lashed out at federal agents using military rise force during a raid on Combs' house in Holmby Hills on March the 25th. The video shows nearly a dozen agents armed with assault rifles going room to room inside the house. One agent disabled a camera before entering the room. Agents forced Justin, 30, and his younger brother, Christian Combs, outside at gunpoint. The overzealous and overtly military rise force used against my son, Justin, and Christian is deplorable, Misa wrote. Christian is not her son, but maybe she called him her son. If these were the sons of non-black celebrities, they would not have been handled with the same aggression. The attempt to humiliate and terrorize these innocent young black men is despicable. See how pretty she was? She's still pretty though. Um, it says she continued, enough is enough. Did Justin need several laser beams from firearms pointed at his chest? Did Christian need a gunpoint at the back of his head while he was handcuffed? How many times have we seen young, unarmed black men not make it out of these types of situations alive? Okay. So this is what she shared right here. I guess that's them going in. Let me see. So that's him right there. That's Justin right there. Yeah, I could say it was a little much, but you know what? Hey, I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this, but that's military ties, military tactic. You know, that's how they would have done it for anybody, I reckon. But I do know that's how they supposed to do it for everybody. But hey, if it was my sons, I wouldn't have liked it either. I wouldn't have. I don't have sons, and but if I had them, I would not have liked it. I definitely would not have liked that. If for my daughters, I don't like it for them. You know, so hey, as a black mother, I understand how she feels. I do. It looks like it was a drone in the hallway, don't it? Mm, I tell you. Hold on, let me see. Hell, I went looking to see if they had any. Child, they saying, look, they saying Diddy ain't worried. They said, everybody worried, but Diddy. They said he's smoking and drinking and dancing. He ain't worried about it. Look at him. Lord have mercy. Look at his feet, Lord. It says Combs 54, apparently unbothered by his legal problems as he smoked and sipped champagne with friends on his private boat dock. Well, he looked like he mad right there, don't he? He looked like he ready to. He still got that arrogance, but maybe his lawyer had just given him some. bad news, or he get ready to go and you know they say that good cocoa changes your mood. That it makes him have real bad mood swings. Maybe because he definitely looking. I don't know. He said you know what? And Diddy had not even really been dealing with Stevie J. So that's how you know, like all of the major A-listers or so-called quote unquote A-listers in Hollywood, they really ain't been messing with him like that. They haven't really been messing with him like that. Why y'all think they haven't come to his aid? What's holding them back? We know that Jay-Z don't have issues with speaking his mind. He jumped up on stage at the Grammys and said some of wherever they was at, and said that some of them people that won shouldn't have won. Yep. The Diddler Strikes Again, the Diddler porn movie starring Jenny from the Block. I tell you, Lord have mercy. Ooh, y'all. I don't know what to say. Hey. Mm-mm. And they said job rules. Well, I will say this now. Remember when Ja Rule and um oh God, DMX was into it. DMX was one of my favorite rappers. Definitely a distinct sound. Like to this very day, that song, What's My Name? It motivates me. I promise you. What's my name? Like I promise you, I play that song to this day. It's a song that makes you want to boss up for real. Okay. DMX was one of a kind. I love DMX. And hey, I think that DMX was one last of a dying breed. I think he was a he was a he had he had a big heart because he seemed to have been sensitive, even though he had his issues with drugs and stuff like that. But I believe he was a real person, right? But I remember when DMX and Ja Rule was into it, and I don't mean no harm because I like X. I love X. But I think at that time X was getting too high to be telling lies. And he said about Ja Rule when they was into it, he said at least I wasn't getting F'd in the A by another man. He said, "Come on now, you call me, you say I'm on drugs, but at least I wasn't getting effed in the A by another man. He said that in the early 2000s, and people just wrote it off because they said DMX was staying high all the time. So y'all hear the babies crying? They said the diddler is the devil. Detroit Cam says, I remember that, all facts. He didn't sell out. He stayed. Yeah, DMX said that. And when he said it, even though they said he was getting high, I believed it. I believed it. Yep. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe for me. I would appreciate that so much. He said the diddler. Yeah. The diddler really believed the hype. Okay. And I believe this is what I believe. I believe the laws of the earth is whatever man soweth, that's what he's gonna reap. P. Diddy, they gave him the illusion of power. They gave him the power to, as long as he was doing completing their agenda, and unfortunately the agenda was hijacking black artists, leaving them broke, busted, and disgusted. And it appears to me that they're trying to do to him the exact same thing that he's done for many years to many artists, right? It ultimately helped the record companies who he was just the face of, right? Bad Boys was being funded by Clive Davis and all of those people, right? So they basically always owned him, but they used him for his to complete their agenda. And you have people like P. Diddy that help to escort them into the black community, so that black artists and black people can put their guards down, right? And they screw them royally, right? And after all these years with P. Diddy, unfortunately the mess over that they did to the blacks is going to be permanent, because their children will always have the generational wealth. They're going to benefit from it when we're all dead and gone, right? But P. Diddy, they're taking his back from him because his was borrowed, and his children probably won't be as wealthy. So all that he did, and he did the worst, right? All that he did, I mean, it's in vain. It should be in vain anyways. Because I think that black people are going to have to start having some pride about um, their own community. There are things you cannot get for the most amount of money. You cannot get other races to do. Okay. As I said, if you went to the Iranians and asked them to do to their community the same thing that P. Diddy did, especially if you're a black person, they're going to go and get their damn machete, and they're going to be cutting at the back of your neck, because they take a lot of pride in their culture and in their community. They talk about how hard their parents and stuff work, and everything that they had to go through. Okay. So that stays on the top of their brain. It pushes them. And so they feel like the money is supposed to, their money is to generate in their community. And it is. Everybody feels that way except for the black people. I get so damn tired of these damn handkerchief head Negroes selling their community out for a cheeseburger. They selling it out for a cheeseburger with a pickle on it. And I think that spirit of jealousy, first of all, a lot of us hate what we see when we look in the mirror, right? And I think we're going to have to, everybody wants to be like black people, but they've taught us that we're ugly, right? That black is dark and ugly and we're the worst on the planet and we're cursed and all of that. That's crazy. We're going to have to start gaining a love for ourselves and respecting our community and stop allowing people to feel like that they have a right to hijack our community and stop escorting people into our community to hijack our black dollars. It's not going to take much for wealth to start generating in the black community. All it's going to take is a changed mind. And so I hear people say, "Well, they're going to kill us. They can't kill us all. Hell, they need us. They can't kill everybody." So all it's going to take is a changed mind. And then we start allowing those dollars to generate in our community and stop killing off our black men. That's the agenda, to kill off all of the black men that could be a threat in case there is, in case, we do start having an epiphany. They figure the women ain't going, it can't be a revolution with just black women, right? So they use black men to kill off each other, and they doing it, like I said, they doing it for a cheeseburger. That's it, a block of cheese. And it ain't even that good cheese, it's that government cheese, okay? And so that's why I said we gotta change our mindsets and take off the handkerchiefs, okay? And start having pride in our community just as every other community do. And respecting other black people. Yes, bring black pride back. Right. There is no pride. Anytime somebody could get you to sell out your community, that's, to me, that's the lowest of the low, right? People say all the time, that they don't have issues with selling out the black community because black people, hey, they go, if you start helping black people, they're not going to all they're gonna do is cut you on your back. And so we got to stop doing that. So black people, you hear a lot of black people say, "Look, I'm just trying to get what I can for my family. If I put my neck out there for them handkerchief head, some of these handkerchief head Negroes, they ain't gonna do nothing but cut me in my back. They'll be able to lure them into turning against me. Although I'm trying to help them, I'm putting my neck out there. If they come and set up a table and put Subway sandwiches on the table. Yeah, them white mains is good. Yeah, that nigga ain't right. Y'all know anytime you have Dr. King, who was a young father, had a wife, and he was the one that was out front, right? Anytime you have Negroes to try and set him up, to help to set and line him up because of jealousy, our community would do anything. Right? So we, like I say, it's got to start within. It's got to start within our community. We're gonna have to change our mindset. I've been saying that forever, but people be getting mad at me. You talk about the black community like a dog. I don't, I don't believe all of those people are white people that black people that said. I think it'd be some white people. Which I don't care. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm in the black community. Hell, I got a right to call it out. If anybody gonna call it out, it should be me. Because it has to be a change in our community. And I do love my community. I do. That's the reason why I talk about it. I ain't no damn bobblehead. So you ain't gonna hear me being agreeable. We got to change our mindset in our community. If we want some change, that's it. That's all. I done preached about it so much, I don't even feel like preaching about it anymore. Let me see. Hero Fix Series says the Negro pastor sold King out. You can't pay me to listen to poverty pimps. You know what the Bible says itself, that the tithes and the offering is supposed to be for the widows and the children. Unfortunately, that's not happening. Right? That's not happening. I think BG is out, but I think he's looking at. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Is BG out? Did they let him back out? But he looking at having to go back. I think he's out. Yep. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get off because I got some things that I gotta do. But I need to get my clothes ready for um. I gotta go to court again tomorrow. I need to get my suit and heels out. Y'all know how I do it because I get around here, get to doing stuff and forget and go, oh my God, I can already have that out and stuff. And then I'm gonna try to, if I normally be up now with these puppies, but I normally be up with the puppies real early because I have to get out. But I know I won't be home because I definitely I come home and check on the puppies once I leave court, and then I gotta leave again to go do something else, and then I'm definitely going to my kickboxing class. I miss my kickboxing class. I be missing it when I miss days and stuff. But anyways, you guys, I really appreciate you guys supporting me. I appreciate y'all getting on. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to help to get me back into the algorithm. Okay. I love you guys. I've enjoyed you so much. Y'all be good, be safe. I'll talk to you later.